This is so much fun, getting used to this new way of doing things. It's so different. Hello, everyone. Trying to get used to doing things a different way is a bit of a challenge. This is the reading for the sign of Leo. Leo, I'm going to put your card up here now because as you can see, I've changed everything around. And we've got a whole new view and you get to see my face. But the good thing is I can play with this particular setup and I can show you the cards. So it's not quite all me. You get the opportunity to see the spread. The hardest part to get used to is not to look at the screen, but to remember that the camera's here. So I'm trying to get used to that. Okay, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are watching this reading and it resonates, that's fantastic. Give it a thumbs up. If it doesn't resonate, please make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart. If you're unsure how to do that, I've just put a video up on how to get the best out of your readings. So you can go and check that out if you like. And also remember the readings do flip-flop, so sometimes they can be for the cross-watcher. Okie dokie. I am using the Tarot Mucha for your reading. And we have the beautiful Ten of Pentacles coming out here. So the Ten of Pentacles is a card that talks of abundance. It talks about having a lot of money. It can talk about an inheritance, coming into money. But it can also talk about, abundance in other ways too. Happy family, feeling good about life, feeling really grateful. It is the end of a cycle, but it's sort of like a cycle that's left you in this sort of energy of anticipation of good things coming forward. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles behind that. So some of you may have started to get a business off the ground. You could have had someone donating or investing in your business here, but this is about getting back what you've invested. So it seems to me like there's some sort of equal energy exchange here. So if you've just started off a business or started off a job, it could mean that you're going to be in a much better position than you have been for a very long time. All right, so some of you may be doing esoteric work, having a business that is like this, a tarot reading business or a business where you're selling crystals, but it's some sort of esoteric business that you're getting off the ground here. And the universe is saying here, this is a really good time for you. This is very much about getting back what you've invested, but certainly a very reciprocated energy, which is absolutely beautiful. And it's to do with the way you're looking at this. So you're trying to work out your business, but you're using your intuition greatly. Okay, this is the person that's investing. You've got someone coming in to invest here. They're coming in a very rapid way too. It could be somebody here that has either been invested in your business before, but I feel like something's coming around again. So it's possible you could have got this, you could have tried to get this business off the ground before. Could be a relationship, but something you've tried to get off the ground before that has fallen flat on its face. It hasn't quite worked. And the universe is saying that everything's right now. You have your intuition, you have all the tools you need, and it's time to pick something up and move forward with it, definitely with this rebirth card. So something moving very, very quickly because somebody wants to invest. Somebody realized the value of investing in your business. Now, this could be a new partner, but it certainly could be someone who knew that you were getting your business up and running before, but feels like there's a lot more potential for this business this time around. Okay, so let's see how the cards come out for you. All right. That was a nice way to go. 10 of Cups. So this is like all your dreams coming true now. So whatever you've tried to do before that didn't work, this time around it's going to have a completely different result. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups coming in, which are the two best tens. So even though it's been the end of a cycle, you've probably learned lots of lessons from this, but now is the time to really grab and run for the next cycle. Look at that. Beautiful Ace of Swords coming through here. Definitely seeing things more clearly, having a lot more clarity, sort of cutting through any sort of things that have held you back before. But certainly this energy of knowing, of being clear here. And maybe if you've tried to do a business with someone else before, there was a problem with communication. That won't happen this time around. There's absolute clarity here. It's beautiful. Okay, and there's another 10. Okay, so I want to say to you, whatever this is you're doing, there's this feeling too that you're not going to sort of put the mockers on it. So maybe you felt that you would put the mockers on this whole thing last time. Because there's a feeling here you're understanding your own way of thinking, your own way of doing things, and you're not going to get sucked into doing it again. There are 3 10s in this reading, which tells me there's a lot of lessons been learnt here before you're starting something new. You're doing a lot of reviewing about what's happened before. A lot of reviewing. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups here. You're approaching this in a very, very different way this time. Very different way. So I feel like perhaps you went in a bit roughshod the first time around. This is something that you are incredibly in love with and something you truly believe in. You could be working with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. But there's like this feeling that you're treating this in a much gentler way this time. So maybe you rushed in last time thinking it was a way to make money. Maybe you sort of made decisions that were based in the financial stuff. But I feel like this time you're treating it like with kid gloves. You're being much kinder. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups coming through. So you're not accepting the ways you've done this before. We have the Queen of Wands coming through. Queen of Pentacles even. Queen of Pentacles coming through. Right, let me just put another card on. I want to go back into the energy. And the Strength card. No, whatever you've done here, you're turning things around completely. You have looked at how you've done something the first time around and you've been able to clearly identify what went wrong the first time around. And I feel like you rushed something, you were looking at a way to make money, you went about it all the wrong way. And I feel like here that you are really understanding, you know, what you did right and what you did wrong. Because you're looking at this is your card. You're looking at this sort of energy of, you know, how can I understand what I did wrong last time to be able to put it right this time? Because you're coming up as this Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like you've got a business running with someone else this time, not by yourself perhaps. Because you're definitely not going to make the same mistakes as last time. A definite feeling that you've learned a lot of lessons from this. And the Wishes card is here. So there's definitely, this is going to be very successful this time around because you're trusting your intuition. And it could have been that you didn't trust your intuition the first time around. Maybe you were sort of just relying on information and money passing hands. Maybe you weren't really feeling out what was the best thing to do, or maybe you were and you were ignoring it. But something you're changing about your approach this time. Maybe you're letting go of something here. Maybe letting go of expectations. Maybe letting go of holding on to the money and understanding that the universe has your back. Not being so tight, letting things flow. It definitely does not feel like a love reading here. It definitely feels like something else is going on. I do have the Devil card here. All right, we're going to have to get some cards to clarify. Okay, so I have you finishing out a cycle with the 10 of Pentacles. Extremely content, extremely happy. I feel like somebody's investing in something here. I think that you've got the go-ahead from the universe. I think you've probably started to listen to your intuition and doing things a slightly different way. Somebody is coming in with some sort of offer for you here that's going to help you rebirth something. You now can manifest what you want. And I feel like for some of you, this is about a business. For others of you, it could be about a workplace situation and having a second chance at something that you're doing differently this time around. There's so much clarity now. It's like you've learned everything you needed to learn. You have a clear view of what you're going to do in the future, and you're going to do things in a completely different way. There's some sort of dissatisfaction from the first time around. It could be with a relationship with a family member or a friend. I don't feel like it's romantic though. So maybe you didn't take a cup of love the first time around. Maybe you had some sort of situation where you were not happy with what you were offered the first time around. But you're getting what you want the second time around, because we have the Magician coming up and I have the Nine of Cups here. I do have the Devil card here, so it's possible you're dealing with a Capricorn. But I do have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, the fourth 10. You have all 4 10s here. Wow, you have got a big week of closing things out here. For some of you, this is definitely letting go of expectations, doing things in a very different way, understanding you can't control things, allowing the universe to just flow with things here, rather than pushing. So no expectations, but trusting your intuition. I feel like you tried to control and drive something the first time around and it did not bring you what you wanted. And I feel like you're approaching something in a very different way this time. And you're really understanding the benefit of allowing the universe to work with you. I do think somebody's giving you financial support here, though, for those who are starting off a business. You definitely feel like you're getting a lot more support financially. And you have the card Just for a Moment, Joy, 46. Okay. This oracle brings you a message. In this moment, trust that there is joy waiting to be felt and found, no matter how hard that may be to believe right now. Let go of your attachment to the apparent problems at hand as much as you can, and you will be allowing yourself to let the divine take over and sort out what needs to happen here. There is help awaiting your invitation always. Why not let it in and let joy in too? You're being offered divine support to live a less guarded existence, to disassemble yourself a little or a lot and let your true nature, which is joy, bubble to the surface without rhyme or reason other than just because it lives. So something here you're allowing to go. You're just letting go of it and you're just allowing it to unfold the way it should. 4 10s though in one reading is pretty profound. So a lot of healing, a lot of dealing this week, Leo, and letting go of things. But for the better to come in, you do have this beautiful 9 of Cups. So it is going to help your wishes to come in for you. Have a great week.